What's going on, guys? Apex here, and today I got you a new Destiny 2 video. And actually, we're not going to be showing off the gameplay. We're going to actually be showing off the latest news from Bungie themselves. It's basically the feedback from everything that has been happening in the Destiny community lately. Instead of the stream today, as many of you probably already know, they did cancel the stream showing off weapons and armor, which I personally was a little bit disappointed for. I really wanted to see some of that stuff, and I'm sure Deej is kind of sad about it because he's always excited about the streams. But anyway, this is very good news for us as the consumers of Destiny 2. We actually get some communication from Bungie. This is pretty new for us. Bungie, their past hasn't been very good with the community itself as far as giving us information on what's to come. So they're doing that here. They canceled the stream, so obviously it's a big deal, and we're going to basically be going through the highlights. So it's titled The State of Destiny 2. Starts off with a little statement from Luke Smith and Chris Barrett. They're talking about being more honest, or upfront, not really honest, but being more upfront and honest, I guess, to the problems of Destiny 2, our feedback, and what they're planning on doing going forward. So that is all very good news for us. Now they talk about the console and PC launches behind them, so they want to talk about Destiny 2, specifically where it's at and where it's going. Our team has been reading feedback, and they agree they need to be more open. That is important right there. So all that is basically right here. The section is talking about us hardcore players. They want to bring us back, making Destiny their hobby and the game that they return to, a game where friendships are made. So that's all good. This opening statement has me really excited for the rest of this. I did skim through it a little bit before this video, so I kind of knew what was coming, what to expect. So this is the overview. So this is the Destiny 2 improvements list that was made a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago maybe by now. And this is all supposed to be implemented, or some of them are supposed to be implemented between December 5th and the 12th. And then the rest will land in the new year. So let's go ahead and go through that real quick. Apologies if this does turn out to be a pretty long video. I will link this in the description down below if you just want to skim through it. So new systems and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits. So they're talking about a new weapon tier. This is huge for us that grind, called Masterworks. And basically it's a stat tracker, and look at this. Re-rollable stat bonuses. That is huge. We have been talking about static rolls and re-rolling and how random perks is being missed right now. And it added a huge grind to Destiny 1. So I mean, they're adding that. We don't really know what that entails quite yet. Down below, you'll see a little bit more. They do have an image. Improve vendor rewards, so that's good. I wonder what they're going to do with the tokens. Purchasing items directly with legendary shards and tokens. That is huge. I've been saving up on my tokens, so that actually has me really excited. I have well over 700 Crucible tokens and just over 3,000 legendary shards, I believe. So that's going to be really good for me personally. I've been stocking up, waiting for something like this to happen. They're also adding armor ornaments that grant visual changes, and you have to complete specific challenges. So that's just one more thing that we have to be grinding for now. So just in the starting section right here, this is huge for us hardcore players, because now we have ornaments to grind for by completing specific challenges. We have re-rolls to at least some extent, a new weapon tier, which is basically in a new weapon perk system. It's like a mod. Better vendor rewards, being able to buy stuff direct. This is huge so far already, and we've just barely got into this. So better incentives. They're going to be talking more about that in January at the new year. Better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and lost sectors. I would assume maybe some strike specific loot, but maybe not quite yet. They're going to be introducing the heroic strikes, obviously, as we saw before, with more generous strike rewards. And then rewards for adventures and lost sectors are still on their radar, but they won't be delivered in December, so I would assume the new year. Private matches for Crucible, they talked about this, is still 2018. And this is new. I believe this is new. We are also moving ranked PvP to the top of their priority list. So that is huge. Ranked PvP has been a huge thing for a lot of players. Give us a number to chase, something to grind. A number in the Crucible to grind is huge. That will add a lot of endgame for us Crucible players. So Crucible tuning, again, just supremacy, scoring, better incentives for completing Crucible matches, and a quitter penalty that we all kind of heard and kind of figured what that is. That's going to be after the new year. Improvements for Iron Banner faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. That was talked about at TwitchCon, how you can buy Iron Banner weapons directly and that type of deal, and ornaments for all that. Changes to make the mod economy more interesting and impactful. This is big. The Gunsmith will have some updates on how mods are acquired, so I would assume purchasing them maybe. We are exploring more updates in the new year, so maybe the mods will become a big deal. We don't know yet. Ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduce instances of duplication. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot of duplicate exotics, and it is very frustrating. So this is good to hear. I'm still missing quite a few exotics on my Titan and a couple on my Warlock. I think I have all the exotics for my Hunter, though, finally. So, I mean, a little too late for me personally, but with the new exotics coming in Curse of Osiris, this will still obviously be good. New ways to spend surplus currency and materials, like we were talking about earlier. You'll be able to spend it on vendor inventory. Xur will have new items as well. We'll get into that in just a moment. Emote interface, which is basically equipping different emotes. So instead of like your normal dance or sit or wave, you'll be able to replace those with other emotes. And that won't be until after the new year. So this is where it gets good. This is the December update details. This is the stuff that, we were just talking about that is good. This is what's coming immediately. So 4 key areas that they're targeting. So we'll jump straight to that. One sec. My computer sometimes, man. It's touchy. We'll just go right back. Pretend that didn't happen. All right, moving on. I'm doing this all in one take, by the way, so sorry if it's absolute trash. I just want to get this out to you guys as quick as possible. So deepen rewards for advanced players. That's good. Provide more player control over obtaining rewards. Obviously, buying stuff from vendors. That's also good. Less RNG. Make shards useful. Great, because I have over 3,000. No real use for them. And then general quality fixes wherever possible. So, this is the Masterworks that we were talking about right here. So as you can see, they have the Uriel's Gift. You got, the Infusion, the Element, the Shader, and then this is new right here, the Masterworks. So as you can see right here, it says 10 reload speed. This weapon generates orbs on multi-kills and displays the number of enemies defeated by using it. Now that is awesome. I think that is really cool. As you can see right here, it says enemies defeated 77. So that's interesting. That's new. I don't know how you're going to acquire these. I hope there's a little bit of a grind to it, but I think they mentioned a little bit about how down below. We'll get to that in a second. As you can see, this is just a little card. Enemies defeated 77. And then going down, so December 12th, Legendary Weapons will drop as or be upgraded to become Masterworks versions. Masterworks will have few advantages over baseline Legendary Weapon. They track and display the number of kills. And you have the choice between total count or Crucible count only, so that's cool. Generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills. That's nice for PvE, especially. The raid is going to be really cool with that. That's going to be interesting, I think. Add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly. So that's kind of our version of random rerolls, so that reload speed could be something totally different. Small pool, and they are re-rollable, so if you didn't want reload speed, you can change it. They drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a Masterwork. So basically, there's you have your common, rare, legendary, exotic. So now this is kind of like right there with your legendaries as Masterwork. So you have a legendary weapon, a baseline, and then you'll have a Masterwork, and then you'll have an exotic. Obviously, it'll still just be the purple legendary, but you know, it does have an advantage over legendaries, so it's like adding a whole new weapon tier. Raiden Trials of the Nines weapons will have very high chance to be Masterworks, which is good to hear. They have future plans to basically just expose your kill counts to more places, crucible kill screen, nothing crazy. So armor ornaments, and they show Lord Saladin, the Iron Banner. They talked about this in the TwitchCon stream. The Iron Pledge ornament, as you can see right here, win Iron Banner matches during Season 2 to earn this ornament. It is unlocked in the Iron Triage Casque, Helm, and Hood. So what this does, this is the challenges that they were talking about to acquire certain ornaments, which I think is great. I have to win 25 matches this next Iron Banner to get an ornament that I want. That is good to hear. That means I will at least be playing 25 matches of Iron Banner. This last Iron Banner, I've played like maybe 20 matches tops, I'd say. And that was just to get some footage for my PvP tips video, which I know I've been pushing back for this. It'll be coming shortly, I promise. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, those are your challenges to earn ornaments. That specific ornament is winning 25 matches of Iron Banner, which is, oh, that's good to hear. More grind. So December 5th, so coming with the Curse of Osiris, armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. So that's good, obviously. Unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set and are permanently unlocked account-wide, just like exotic weapon ornaments. That's nice. I just hope that the challenges are in-depth enough to kind of keep us busy for longer than maybe just a month or two. We'll see how that plays out December 5th. They will be applied to the base pieces that you have already collected, and you can now unlock on vendors if not. So Season 2, these are all the vendors that are going to be getting these ornaments. So as you can see, it's a pretty long list. Vanguard and Crucible, I actually did not expect to see on this list. I figured I knew Trials of the Nine and Iron Banner, as well as the factions, because we saw that at the TwitchCon stream. The layer armor will be getting it, but it doesn't look like the actual raid armor will be, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I mean, they are releasing the new layer gear, so it makes sense that they didn't include the normal raid. So this is all good to see. Obviously, it's a long list of vendors that will have ornaments. As you can see right here, some of them look kind of cool. Like that cape turns into that. So that's kind of cool. The boots look totally different. Now the gauntlets, the chest piece looks a little bit different. The helmet, I can't really tell. As you can see, there's a new thing right here. I don't know what that is necessarily. I couldn't tell you, but this is basically what it looks like to be buying things directly from a faction. So legendary shards cost 15 and then 10 crucible tokens, which is, you know, again, good for me because I have an abundance of both of these. I'm going to be able to buy like a whole set day one, which is a little bit unfortunate because it takes a little bit of the grind. But the grind I'm looking for is right here in the armor ornaments. So we'll see how that pans out. So December 12th, faction armor and weapons will be unlocked for purchase, as we just saw above. All 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. So we're back to weekly random weapons. It's not random rolls on those weapons, just to be clear. It's just the weapons will be changing. One week, Saladin could be selling Better Devils. The next, it could be Martyr's Make. You know. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams. You will get credit for engrams that you may have already claimed since launch. So that's nice. And this is the new Zur. This is really nice to see. So by the looks of it, if you spend 97 legendary shards, which, no, it's a pretty good amount of legendary shards. I kind of wish they would have just made it 100, to be honest. But by the looks of it, you can just buy exotics now. Now, some people are either going to love it and some people are going to hate it. Because I don't know about you guys, but I miss that Galahorn experience. That random drop that's like, oh my god, I just got this weapon. But it seems like we're getting all of our exotics from just exotic engrams now. It's pretty stale. I don't know a single exotic outside of the quest exotics that I got outside of an exotic engram. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. This looks an awful lot like 3 of coins to me, which, so be it. I mean, you can buy exotics anyway. You might as well throw 3 of coins in there as well. I could be wrong. That might not be 3 of coins, or it might function totally different. If it is, we'll have to find out on December 12th. So as you can see, there has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week you'll be able to acquire one of the new faded engrams using legendary shards that aren't already in your collection. So by the sounds of it, it's going to guarantee an exotic that isn't in my collection. That's awesome, and it looks like only 1. So I didn't know that looking at that picture. Like I said, I skimmed through, so that's kind of cool. I like it. And you're not just buying a bunch of exotics every week, because that would have had me kind of nervous. Like, that's kind of boring. That's a boring way to get exotics. I'll have every exotic in the game then, like, within a couple of weeks, easy. So the simpler 3 of coins that boost exotic drop rates, any source for 4 hours. No obscure stacking, reapply before every boss, and they cost legendary stars. So like I said, I skimmed through it. Those are in fact 3 of coins, and well, they're coming back. A little bit simplified. I don't have a problem with it. It's whatever. By the looks of it, general investment is what this is labeled under. So this is nice. Kinetic counterbalance mods, and it looks like you can just straight up buy them now. That is good. It's not RNG based for literally every single mod you obtain. So, maybe it's going to be rolling out those kinetic mods for your kinetic weapons, so that I can actually have some more 305 kinetics, because those are really hard and rare to get for me personally. Sorry about that. So moving on, December 5th, Banshee has some updates on the weapon and armor mod front. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce a legendary quality mod. Alright, that's kind of nice. Chasing specific legendary mods, legendary kinetic mods. He'll offer specific legendary mods for direct purchase. That's good. That's what we can see in the picture. That will rotate daily. That's cool. So it's going to rotate daily, not weekly. That's good to hear. Chasing a world legendary or looking for Masterworks. Master Rahul will sell some of his rumored hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. Okay. Zavala and Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or crucible match that will serve these functions. Let's go over that real quick. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike, so that's kind of cool. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match. Wow. That's cool. So you get this gift consumable, you pop it during a crucible match. Say this happens, you get a whole round of exotics for everyone, and that's 8 exotics popping up on the screen at the end of the game. That's pretty cool. Like, you're the true MVP if you're doing this. That's going to be me for sure. So exploit safeguards on crests, resource nodes, less frequently, even if they do. Drop rates for tokens, so 30 instead of 0, and glimmer will be unaffected. Don't really care about much of that stuff. Vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to earn a reward engram. That's good. It's a little quality of life improvement. I like it. I hate all the arrows on the tower when, I can't get a package out of it. December 5th, and that's going to be December 12th. So December 5th, and then reputation tokens. So daily challenges will have reputation tokens. Awards increased across the board. That's nice. Treasure chests will still offer variable rewards, but now guarantee at minimum a payout of destination appropriate reputation tokens. I would assume that means maybe one package from whatever area it's on. So that's kind of worth it, I guess. Strikes will drop a larger number of Vanguard tokens. That's good to hear. Common quality will drop, increase to 100%. Yeah, don't really care. Reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions plus 37% and gunsmith plus 50. So they're increasing how many tokens it takes. Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemed immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. That is nice. With the launch of Curse of Osiris, blah blah blah, they're just talking about it. The Dawning in mid-December, that's interesting. Right here, they just go through the XP mechanics. I'm not going to get into that. There's a lot of videos on it already. Basically, they were throttling the XP gains, so if you were grinding public events, you weren't getting the same XP you were from the first public event versus the 5th public event you did. That had to do a lot with a lot of the uproar from that came from like EA's loot boxes and how bright engrams are tied to real money as well, and earning them in game takes longer than just buying them, so they have a system in place to make more money. I'm not going to get into it. You can look up many other videos on YouTube right now about it. And right here, the future. So more dialogue, openly and frequently as possible. That is huge. Ongoing process, one that they're committed to. This is awesome. This is good. So they're talking about being more open. They have a lot of grind changes, it looks like. Well, maybe not a lot, but quite a bit. I mean, now I have to go through and maybe get the new Masterwork weapon. And as you can see, it has a gold ring. I don't know if that's new. I think that's new. So gold ring equals Masterwork weapon, which is good. I have to go through and get all those again. Now, obviously, the ornaments last time about the challenges, those are all really exciting. Like I said, from all these vendors right here, that is awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. A lot of people were saying that this update right here will make or break Destiny 2 for a lot of players. And for me, I am personally 100% more excited than I was this morning when I woke up. This is amazing to hear. This is great. More open communication, more grind, more Destiny 2 stuff, actual fixes to some of the economy issues. Ranked PvP is at the top of their priority list. That is huge. I see Destiny 2 going places. This is good. I mean, Destiny 1, you guys have to remember, vanilla, the launch was crap. So this is good. This is really good. Excuse that, the little dog bark back there. I just got a new puppy. So she's cute. She's 6 weeks. We're having a lot of fun. But that's all for me, guys. Thank you. And please feel free to subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you like, don't like about my videos. I have a PvP tips and, well, not tips and tricks, just a tips video coming out here shortly. So stay tuned. And again, I appreciate all the ongoing support. You guys are the best.